Why do you fall insanely fast for one specific person while everyone else leaves you completely cold? You think it's luck, fate, or some unpredictable cosmic accident? You are dead wrong. What you call chemistry is actually a high-speed biological hostile takeover happening inside your brain right now. Before you even open your mouth, your mind is executing thousands of subconscious calculations, hijacking your hormones and forcing your heart to race. In this video, we are stripping away the romance and exposing the raw, unfiltered neuroscience behind human desire. We are cracking open the hidden code of the human brain to reveal the exact psychological traps, neurochemical surges, and subcommunicated signals that force someone to become obsessed with you. By the time this video ends, you will never view attraction, love, or human connection the same way again. Welcome to the true science of emotional attraction. Have you ever wondered why you feel an instant, almost magnetic pull towards certain people while others barely register on your radar? We often call it magic, fate, or chemistry, but modern neuroscience tells a very different story. Emotional attraction isn't just a random feeling. It is a complex, hardwired evolutionary system operating inside your brain. From the moment you meet someone, your mind is running hundreds of subconscious calculations long before you even realize you like them. To truly understand how deep emotional bonds form, we first have to look at the powerful chemical cocktail that takes over your brain the moment a connection begins. When you feel that sudden spark with another person, your brain unleashes a massive wave of neurotransmitters that completely alter your perception, decision-making, and emotional state. The primary driver behind this sudden sensation is dopamine, the chemical responsible for motivation, anticipation, and pleasure. Dopamine doesn't just make you feel good when you are around someone, it makes you seek them out repeatedly, creating a desire to learn more about them and spend more time in their presence. This is the exact same reward pathway in the brain that lights up when we eat our favorite food or achieve a major goal. At the same time, your body experiences a spike in norepinephrine, commonly known as the adrenaline of love. Norepinephrine is what causes your heart to race, your palms to sweat, and your focus to narrow entirely on that one specific person. It creates a heightened state of alert excitement, making every word they say feel profoundly important and memorable. Interestingly, while dopamine and norepinephrine are surging, your serotonin levels actually drop significantly. Serotonin helps regulate mood and keeps our thoughts stable, so when it dips, it causes a state of mild, hyper-focused fixation. This chemical shift explains why you find yourself replaying conversations in your head, checking your phone constantly, or thinking about someone long after you've said goodbye. Your brain is effectively prioritizing this new connection above almost everything else, treating the person as a key reward source. Beyond the initial chemical surge, there is a powerful biological mechanism at play called neural synchrony. When two people connect emotionally, their brainwave patterns actually begin to mirror each other during conversation. Neuroscientists studying live brain scans discovered that when a genuine connection is forming, listener and speaker brains sync up in real time. This means you aren't just hearing their words, your brain is actively simulating their emotional state, creating a profound sense of being understood. This deep sense of alignment is why some conversations feel completely effortless, while others feel forced or awkward. When neural synchrony occurs, it lowers your psychological defenses and signals to your brain that this person is safe, familiar, and trustworthy. Another crucial layer of emotional attraction is the psychological phenomenon of emotional contagion. As humans, we constantly read and absorb the emotional micro-expressions, posture, and vocal tones of those around us. When someone projects warmth, confidence, and genuine interest, our brain's mirror neurons fire, causing us to feel those exact same positive emotions in response. This is why people who radiate authentic warmth are naturally considered more emotionally attractive. We don't just like who they are, we like how we feel when we are around them. Emotional attraction is far less about having the perfect line or the ideal look, and far more about creating an environment where both brains feel a shared emotional frequency. Finally, we cannot talk about early emotional attraction without discussing the role of subconscious safety. Your brain's primary objective at all times is survival. And its emotional center, the amygdala, is constantly scanning every new person for safety signals. When someone demonstrates high emotional intelligence, active listening, and calm energy, your amygdala relaxes its guard. This relaxation creates a profound sense of comfort, allowing authentic vulnerability to emerge naturally. Without this baseline of psychological safety, intense attraction remains short-lived and shallow, unable to transition into something deeper. Understanding these foundational neurochemical processes completely changes how we view human connection. Attraction isn't an unexplainable mystery. It is an incredible biological symphony designed to draw us closer to people who match our emotional and psychological frequency. Whenever emotional resonance, while neurochemistry sets the stage for initial attraction, it takes psychological depth to transform a simple spark into a lasting emotional bond. Once the initial cocktail of dopamine and adrenaline begins to normalize, the human brain starts searching for something far more substantial: emotional safety and mutual understanding. This is the exact point where superficial charm fades, and true psychological resonance takes over. At the very core of deep emotional attraction is a concept known in psychology as interpersonal process theory. This theory proves that we do not fall deeply for people simply because they are funny, attractive, or smart. We fall for people who make us feel seen, heard, and validated. When you share a personal thought or feeling with someone, your brain is taking a deliberate psychological risk. If the other person responds with genuine empathy, open body language, and active listening, your brain registers a powerful feeling of validation. This interaction releases oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone, which directly strengthens feelings of trust and long-term attachment. Oxytocin actively lowers cortisol, the primary stress hormone, effectively telling your nervous system that you are safe in this person's presence. This dynamic brings us to one of the most critical elements of emotional attraction: the power of strategic vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness or oversharing, but psychologically, it is the highest form of emotional courage. When a person selectively reveals their authentic self, their true passions, subtle insecurities, or genuine life experiences, it sends a strong subcommunicated message of confidence and honesty. According to social psychology research, when someone opens up to us, our brain automatically desires to reciprocate the honesty. This creates what psychologists call the vulnerability loop. One person takes a small risk by revealing something real. The other person responds with warmth and validation, and then opens up in return. Each completed loop deepens mutual trust and elevates the emotional intensity of the connection to a level that surface-level conversations can never reach. Another crucial psychological mechanism driving attraction is emotional attunement, often studied through the lens of bids for connection. Every day, in subtle ways, people make small attempts to connect with others: a shared look, a casual observation, or a momentary expression of excitement. Psychologist Dr. John Gottman discovered that how we respond to these microbids determines the entire future trajectory of a relationship. When someone pays attention and turns toward these bids, it sends a powerful subconscious message that their feelings matter. This constant, quiet acknowledgement builds a massive reservoir of emotional goodwill. When you feel that someone is genuinely attuned to your inner world, your brain naturally prioritizes that relationship above all others. Equally important is the concept of psychological mirroring and nonverbal resonance. Long before human language existed, our ancestors communicated entirely through nonverbal cues, and our brains are still heavily wired for this ancient dialogue. When two people are emotionally aligned, they unconsciously mirror each other's pacing, tone of voice, gestures, and body language. This isn't intentional manipulation. It is a natural, biological display of empathy in action. When you see your own subtle rhythms reflected in another person, your subconscious interprets it as deep familiarity and safety. It breaks down emotional walls and creates an effortless sense of flow where both individuals feel completely comfortable being themselves. Furthermore, emotional attraction relies heavily on the dynamic of shared reality. Humans have an innate psychological need to feel that their perspective on the world is shared by others. When you find someone who laughs at the same subtle humor, shares similar core values, or understands your unstated thoughts, it validates your entire worldview. This shared reality satisfies a profound human desire for belonging and reduces feelings of existential isolation. It transforms the relationship from a pleasant social interaction into a vital source of emotional nourishment. Ultimately, emotional attraction is built on the quiet realization that you can be fully visible to another human being without fear of judgment. It is the psychological transition from me and you to a shared us. When dopamine gives way to oxytocin, and superficial charm gives way to authentic vulnerability, a profound emotional architecture is established. Understanding these psychological principles allows us to look beyond surface-level techniques and focus on what truly creates deep, meaningful human connections. When I've explored the chemical spark of neuroscience and the psychological depth of vulnerability, but what sustains emotional attraction over months, years, or even decades? While initial attraction gets two people together, long-term emotional attraction is what keeps them genuinely connected over time. This brings us to the ultimate level of emotional attraction: the deep psychological structures that convert short-term interest into an unshakable, long-lasting bond. One of the most powerful anchors of long-term emotional attraction is emotional intimacy built on personal growth support. Psychologists refer to this as the Michelangelo phenomenon. Just as the famous sculptor saw a hidden figure inside a block of marble and carved away the excess stone, the best relationships help individuals become the best version of themselves. When you are with someone who sees your latent potential, encourages your dreams, and gently supports your personal development, emotional attraction reaches an unprecedented height. You don't just feel attracted to who they are, you feel deeply attached to who you become when you are around them. Another essential element is the subtle balance between familiarity and novelty. Human psychology thrives on predictability because it provides a sense of safety and security. However, too much predictability without novelty can cause emotional attraction to slowly stagnate into complacency. The human brain's reward system, driven by dopamine, craves fresh experiences and new challenges. When couples introduce novelty, whether by learning a new skill together, exploring new environments, or engaging in deep intellectual discussions, it reactivates those early neurochemical sparks. This balance of safe, reliable intimacy combined with shared excitement keeps emotional attraction alive and dynamic over time. Additionally, long-term emotional attraction relies heavily on high emotional self-regulation and healthy conflict resolution. Disagreeing with someone is an inevitable part of human interaction, but how disagreement is handled changes everything. When individuals navigate conflict with calm presence, active listening, and a problem-solving mindset rather than defensive attacks, it actually increases emotional attraction. It proves to the subconscious mind that even during moments of friction, the relationship remains a safe space. Observing someone remain composed, respectful, and empathetic under stress is exceptionally attractive because it signals high emotional maturity and stability. We also cannot overlook the vital role of self-differentiation in long-term attraction. True emotional attraction does not mean losing your unique identity inside a relationship. It requires maintaining a strong sense of self. When two individuals cultivate their own interests, maintain their personal passions, and continue growing independently, they bring fresh energy back into the connection. This independence preserves a healthy degree of intrigue and respect, ensuring that both people continue to see each other as dynamic, fascinating human beings worth learning about. Finally, emotional attraction reaches its highest form through shared purpose and aligned core values. While surface interests and hobbies may evolve over time, foundational values regarding integrity, life goals, and mutual respect act as the ultimate anchor. When two people share a common vision for their future, their individual life paths merge into a joint journey. This deep sense of shared meaning creates an emotional reservoir that easily withstands life's unavoidable challenges and stresses. Understanding the science of emotional attraction transforms how we build, nurture, and sustain our most important relationships. It shows us that true attraction is not a random accident, but a continuous, beautiful interplay of neuroscience, psychological safety, and conscious human connection. If you found this deep dive into the science of emotional attraction insightful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on human psychology and relationships. We would love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment down below sharing which part of this series resonated with you the most. Thank you so much for watching, and stay curious about the powerful mind behind human connection.